something, fam. Like, can't even move my neck. I do my whole shoulder.
Hear ye, hear ye. Yeah, I feel like I got a neck brace, so I feel like Daniel Bryan.
What's a Daniel Bryan?
I am good though.
I'm Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada.
You already know what it is. Then let's get the show started. True North Views Podcast, Toronto's official, unofficial podcast discussing hip hop and hip hop culture. R&B included as well. Now, as usual, I go by the name of Harris.
And you guys know me. I'm the skirt master, Mr. Triple Double No Assist, stealing. And do you know they came out with a new update? For 2019?
No, what was the number? It's not 64 mil no more.
70 mil. We upped it, yo. So let's go, everybody.
This is 70 mil. But what about scarves?
What about scarves?
This guy's Mr. 70 mil.
Not wearing scarves, though.
Jeez.
But what about scarves? I guess I'm done. But what about scarves?
You know, me stealing 70 mil from the TTC because I fair invade. I'm an NBA champion.
That's an indictment.
Well, I don't think the TTC really and truly. If you know
you better stop, OG.
I should stop, eh? Call me Just Shola.
And as usual, you're supposed
oh, yeah. I'm still not used to this new intro.
It's okay, it happens.
And as usual, we're giving you our views from the perspectives of a couple of first-generation Canadians.
As usual, before we get the show started, we are going to plug. But before we plug...
Where's the outlet?
Why are we wearing scarves?
Why are you wearing scarves?
I mean...
Why are we scarves? Is it because...
Serge Ibaka.
Shout out to Serge.
Toronto Raptors.
Shout out to the Raptors.
13-game win streak.
Franchise
OG
record.
Anunoby. He put him on.
He put him
you
on the scarves.
Stop OG.
You better stop, OG. But what about scarves? I think I'm done. What about scarves? I think I'm done. I think you better stop, OG.
So, we figured it's only right that we celebrate with the Raptors. Neither of us have Raptors scarves.
Surprisingly
but everyone on the planet in Toronto happens to have a Toronto FC, which is our soccer team.
Which we've never seen a game of theirs ever.
I mean, I've seen, but I know what you mean.
Actually, I've seen one game 5 years ago.
So...
I'm not going to watch on TV, not going to lie, but...
You know what? We figured we would wear our scarves. In
shout out to OG, shout out to the Raptors, shout out to Serge.
Definitely. But... Again, before we get the show started, let's plug. You can follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. I realize that's actually not our YouTube by the way. Oh. You just got to search it instead. So I won't say YouTube no more.
Okay.
You can follow us on Twitter, on Instagram at True North Views. On YouTube, please search True North Views Podcast. Sir. And it does autocomplete now, which is great.
Woo! They've been searching for us.
Unless it's my algorithms. And of course, on Facebook, you can follow us at True North Views Podcast. We definitely appreciate it. Don't forget to tell a friend 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 to tell a friend. If it's your first time listening, we appreciate you. If it's your last time listening, we appreciate you. We just appreciate everyone. And as usual, man, please spread that word. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think we are ready to start.
Yeah.
Damn, this guy don't forget. This guy doesn't remember any of his cues.
I do,
but it's okay. I just want to say thank you
because you said
I did.
That's why I assume you're just gonna. I assume we're just gonna end with that one.
I'm not gonna lie. I said it, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm taking his thunder."
But then that's why I'm cool with it. We'll just go through it. Thank you to everyone that's listening to us right now. Thank you to everyone that has listened to us in the past, and thank you to everyone that will listen to us in the future. Let's start the show.
Wow. How convenient.
This better not be the last time listening to this shit.
Let's get that music potpourri started. We have a heavy docket today.
It's a huge list.
A lot of things to talk about, so this will definitely be around the horn style. I was watching ESPN when trade deadline. Around the horn, they just give you points for no reason.
How did they time you? I don't get that.
How's Frank Isola winning?
All you just say is one good point. Wow, Westbrook is a good player. Hardest dropping 50 a night. Ding!
Like one guy was like, put some respect on the Raptors' name.
Points.
I got 8 points.
And
then one lady was in the lead and she got -7 for the wrong Super Bowl pick. I was like, damn,
yo, they're crazy.
Damn, how we doing that? But anyways, man, let's get the show started. Music potpourri. We're gonna start with Meg G Eazy. That was kind of what took control of early week Twitter.
Yes, it was.
So let's talk about it. Meg G Eazy. February 3rd is when that video came out.
Oh, kiss up.
Very creepy.
Was it really creepy?
I thought it was creepy. It was just a little weird.
I felt it was weird. It felt weird.
Wrapping up legs. Like, you're grown. Like, Jeezy's like 34, fam.
See, that's something I feel like you do without a camera,
Yes.
Like you say, you seen that meme where it's like guys when their boys are not around with their girls?
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Okay.
But, you know,
I rate it.
Behind the camera, you know,
I rate it.
On camera, you gotta be tough and still. You know,
People were making jokes on Twitter as usual.
Jokes
they were
always
talking
fly.
about the interracial part of it.
That would be the biggest
It was
part.
actually becoming a problem. It was like, guys, it's okay for interracial dating. Da 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 da. Like that was that was retaliation Twitter responding to initial joke Twitter. Right?
Joke Twitter retaliation.
So again, like I said, there was an underlying issue with interracial dating. Somebody tweeted the following. I titled it "White Tweet." Why did I call it "White Tweet"?
Because there was a white person that tweeted it.
Probably.
When you read it, you understand why.
Oh, is the tweet deleted though?
Oh shit, they deleted it.
Oh, the account was suspended. It said something along the lines of, "We got Serena, we got Meghan Markle, and now it's time for us to get Meg Thee Stallion."
It's like we're getting in there, some shit like
something
that.
like that.
And then comments are killing me because one person was like, "You guys lost Rihanna now."
Facts.
Yo, shout out to Rihanna bringing it back.
Facts. Meg then tweeted, of course, that she ain't really with him. What were her exact words? She says, "All right, now you guys got your jokes out, but I'm not fucking G Eazy, right?" G Eazy was subsequently heartbroken, allegedly.
Oh damn.
G Eazy.
What did he say?
Did the following. So someone tweeted, G Eazy is fighting his demons right now because when Meg tweeted that we're not fucking, he updated a new profile pic.
Oh.
It was an all black image, just all black, just black,
solid black,
the color black. And then he liked a tweet that said, "Life is meaningless."
Oh, man's taking that to heart.
So I mean, I'm not saying the math adds up, but what I want to know is the real story.
I thought it was promo from the first. I thought
that was going to be my initial question. What percentage likelihood is this promo? Now, G Eazy, we'll talk about it later. He released a track with Tyga.
It's a big track. Not a big track, but like a lot of bands on the track.
Of those, Tyga and who? Tory?
I think Tory Lanez was on.
I think it was Tory as well. When is the Meg track coming out, I guess is my question.
Next week.
Okay.
I think it's next week.
Okay. But I guess in all actuality, do you think this was something? Do you think it was a moment that came and left? Or do you literally think this is only promo?
So I don't think it was... I don't know. I mean, that gray area of where I do think a lot of it was promo, but I do think there might have been like, what about scarves? There might have been a moment there where it was a little bit real and they let it slip.
Okay.
And then Meg was probably like, I'm not really trying to do this. And
I'm
there's that little bit of me that believes that happened.
I'm super, 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 super curious about one part though.
What part?
Just one part.
But what about scarves? I guess I'm done. But what about scarves?
Yeah, man, this is promo, man. This is fucking promo. Let's call it spade a spade. It's promo. Let's move on though, man. We got a Twitter poll.
Yes.
Twitter poll. I want to maybe start making this a little bit more of a regular thing.
You should do it, actually. It gets a lot more listener input. I don't want to say consumer. Listener input.
I mean,
you are consumers,
when you're in the business of doing business, consumers is just something that naturally flies out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The following question was asked on Twitter via the @TrueNorthViews Twitter account.
So go there every once in a while and, you'll see a few
Follow
polls.
us and participate in these polls that might become a regular thing. I asked the following question. I said, #Black Twitter, because it is Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? If a white person wishes you a happy Black History Month, how do you feel? Do you feel A, appreciated, or do you feel B, offended?
Where do you throw those hands?
What are your thoughts, maybe, or do you want to talk about the results first and kind of let's do that?
Yeah, let's talk about results first and then go with what we think.
So after day one, it was a 50-50 tie.
Yeah.
That was very intriguing for me. The final results were pretty interesting as well. So we did get about 50 votes. Shout out to everyone that did
50 votes. That's
participate in that.
Shout out to 50
because that's not predicated on any celebrity news.
Nope.
So for us to just be able to tweet that and get that much traction on it,
respect,
very much appreciated. And again, please stay tuned for the next one.
Yes, sir.
But of that 50 votes, 60, let's call it 70%, said they would feel appreciative, I should say. And 30% said they would feel offended, right? Now, I heard multiple different conversations about this. Hold on. Clippers move on from IT.
I thought you would check your phone.
Well, we knew that already. We knew he was going to get waived.
Yeah, we knew that.
Anyways, so I'm not going to go back and read verbatim some of the conversation that ensued as a result of this. But I am going to ask first, how would you respond?
Like one of the conversations we had in the group chat.
Okay.
Someone did say it all depends on where the energy is coming from.
Right.
Like, is it coming as in, hey, look, Happy Black History Month? You know, I respect.
But let's not make it too scenario based of if it's this, if it's that, because we know we would be offended if it's somebody who has ill will. Well, we know that. That's a given.
So
right?
if someone just comes up to me randomly,
let's say it's someone you work with, or you know, you're walking down the street, just strangers.
I'll say thank you.
You guys have been on an elevator, and you guys have just had small talk on an elevator, and on your way out the elevator, Happy Black History Month.
Appreciative. Thank you.
That's
simple. Thank you, though.
You know
we're not expanding from there.
Right, and as I asked the question, I kind of wondered what I would think.
What would you think? Because I want to know why people feel offended by this. That's I just want to know why. Maybe I'm not seeing it.
Right.
And I would like someone to show me.
I think a big part of it now, a lot of this conversation also took place in BKC Blank Canvas Creatives. You already know what it is.
Shout out to
Facebook
them.
Community. It's for creators. It's by creators. And we just want creative energy in there. I want to say shout out to my boy. No Govies, though. But shout out to my boy because I recently did add him to the group.
Hey.
And he said, you know what? Like, I've been just kind of lacking the creative motivation lately. So maybe even just being a part of this creative environment could help to spark that. And
juices.
You know, that is an additional intention of the group itself. So please search that up, Blank Canvas Creatives.
BKC.
That's Canvas with a K, BKC, Blank Canvas Creatives. Search it up on Facebook and definitely join that. But again, like I said, a lot of the conversation was happening there. And where the offense comes from is the fact that Black people don't have shit.
That's true. We really don't.
So what are you saying Happy Black History Month for? That's like saying Happy Super Bowl runner-up.
Yo,
like, what are you telling me?
Now when you put it that way, I'm like...
What are you really telling me?
Yeah, you're telling me you're going to learn about Black history this month. Hopefully.
But that's why I get both sides of it, right? I think ultimately, to answer the question, I would be appreciated with a side eye.
Yeah, that's how I would be.
Because... Again, we're not talking about those that would say it with ill will. So I'm eliminating that part of the assumption. I think, again, if it's that situation like I mentioned, I can see that as a person who is open-minded and or liberal enough to maybe want to acknowledge the fact that A, we have our own time. B, there is a lot of things that Black people have contributed to the development of to the development of just the world in general, and a lot of inventions and different things like that. So for you to say it, I would almost give you benefit of the doubt to say, okay, maybe this person, you know, does a little one-two research or something. So
that's what I think. If someone's saying,
for the most part, I'd be appreciative, but I would definitely have that side eye where it's like, I mean,
are you just saying it just to say it, or are you saying it?
Yeah, like where are you really coming with this? You know what I'm saying? But that was interesting. I thought that was a very interesting discussion.
I like that. I like that. More to come.
I don't know what the next poll is going to be.
We'll figure it out.
But I mean, you know, you got to freestyle it, man. Like I said on our Twitter, sometimes it's the hashtag of the day. It's the topic of the day. Sometimes we are the topic of the day.
It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? And we're the topic for 4 days with that poll. You know what I'm saying? This guy's loving the scarf.
Yeah, I'm loving this. Just scarfing it.
I'm not going to lie. The scarf right now has me feeling regal.
I'm telling you.
I'm not even going to say royal. Regal.
Remember, before we started recording, I tell you, I feel like a king or some shit. Just sitting here with my scarves on.
But I got to get my my circle game right. My around the neck game right.
Yo, that takes a lot of practice.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, and you got that cashmere Burberry.
Damn, I have a few like cheap ones. These ones I bought for like $5.
Yo, me too. Where's this one?
I got like 4 of them in the same color.
This one says Ink International. You know, international company.
Internationally known on the microphone.
This one is from Adidas.
I got 2 of them from my previous employer.
This is this is I think this is from Forever 21. Actually,
dead.
And then this circle one is from Forever 21 too.
I don't think I've ever bought a scarf in my life. No, this one I bought. This one I did buy. This one's hard.
Yo, that's hard.
This one's hard. Yeah, that one I bought. Let's move on.
Yes. Don't know about
speaking on the culture. Let's talk about Billie Eilish. Is it Eilish?
It's Eilish.
Eilish.
Yes. I've never heard a song of hers, but I know it's Eilish.
Billie Eilish has stated the culture of hip hop.
Yes.
Billie Eilish is a white pop star.
Yes.
You know what they try to do?
Say she's not pop?
They try to freak it. They try to say she does pop trap.
She's not pop trap. She's a pop star. She's pop. Don't. I hate when the fact that people are not exclusively one clear genre. They almost start putting them into rap and trap and hip hop. It's like, no, bro. Just because they're not one genre doesn't mean they're not. If Lil Nas X cannot be country, she's not allowed to be trap or
well, no,
pop.
Lil Nas X
is not country. I know, but
was allowed to become country after the fact, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, so Complex writes an article. Rap cap is a sad but real reality. Yet this isn't stopping Billie Eilish from denouncing people that choose to lie in their lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Right. During a conversation with Vogue, Eilish admits to the storytelling in her music is mostly fiction, explaining that she and her brother Phineas, who's that?
Phineas
Another
and
artist, enjoy developing characters and writing from the perspective of those characters. But to her, there's a big difference between telling an entertaining story and lying about your life. Quote, just because the story isn't real doesn't mean it can't be important. That was me,
No, it was group chat.
When that shit running out? Because my car is dirty, bro.
Yo, I'm trying to.
Are we going with petrol?
We have to, because I'm not trying to pay.
I'm not paying.
I'm not paying this money.
Refuse.
I already told them if it's not petrol, then count me out. I'm gonna go to the $2 one and just.
There's the one by
my house.
there's the one by Martin Grove near Woodbine,
mm-hmm.
and it's like just a one location. I think it's like $30 a month.
Might as well do that then.
Anyways, Eilish said, "There's a difference between lying in a song and writing a story. There are tons of songs where people are just lying. There's a lot of that in rap right now, from people that I know who rap. It's like I got my AK-47 and I'm fucking like, what? You don't have a gun. All of my B's, because I don't really say itches. You know what I mean?
You don't be
all of my
that.
B's. I'm like, what itches? That's what? That's posturing. That's not what I'm doing. I'll stop there." Because that obviously speaks to the actual message itself, right? Who is Billie Eilish to speak on hip hop?
That's my first thing about it.
Now
she's allowed her opinion. Don't get me wrong, but okay. I also feel
what bothered me was a few things.
Just a few things that bothered me.
A few things. Firstly, that they were talking about her not living her rhymes.
That's what I was just about to say. I was going to bring that up first. Like, she said, I'm allowed to storytell, but these rappers are clearly lying.
No,
like,
I mean,
what's the difference?
What she was trying to say was, hey guys, I storytell. It's not like I'm lying like these rappers do.
But we know they're not. We know they're not in the streets trapping when they say they are trapping.
Before we even get to that part, who is Billie Eilish to speak on that? And what bothers me, and I guess this will make more sense when I say what bothers me. What bothers me is that she said, I got a few rapper friends and I know they're lying.
Oh, yeah,
you know what she sounds like? The person that says, I have black friends.
Yeah.
And now I can speak on black people.
Mm-hmm.
And I can appropriate black culture because I have black friends.
Yep.
No,
you
Billie Eilish. No, you can't do that. You can't speak on rap.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Dat Piff kind of doubled down. She said, Dat Piff said, Billie Eilish speaks on the current state of hip hop, and then quoted kind of what I mentioned. Styles P chimed in as well. Let me see what he said. I actually didn't read it yet. Styles P sounds off on Billie Eilish's controversial thoughts on hip hop on Wednesday, February 5th. He jumped on his Twitter timeline to explain how he felt about the Bad Guy singer, I guess it's one of her songs, accusing rappers of capping in their lyrics. Why are all these magazines trying to use the word cap?
Because that's their shit. They're trying to fit in. No cap was 2 years ago.
Yeah. At first, Styles questions why those within the hip-hop culture should care about what the Grammy Award-winning pop artist has to say about rap music.
Agreed.
Okay.
That's one thing about rap. It's just people stop caring what people... Sure, people sing these things. Let them think that thing. They clearly don't understand it.
That's a fact. And he also claims that rappers can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
Right? He said, quote, rappers can say whatever the fuck they want and pretty much all rappers lie. If you don't like it, then don't listen and mind your damn business.
Yeah. That was on Master P, right? He also had a tweet about lying in raps. He's like, I lied in almost all my raps at the beginning. That was the only way I could make money. I'm like, yeah.
That's a fact.
Here's the thing. In rap, as you listen to rap, I listen to rap. We know when people are lying.
It's wrestling.
It's exactly.
It's wrestling.
We don't care. We're listening for the entertainment.
We know why it became WWE,
yes.
right? Wrestling entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And we know why they don't even really refer to it as wrestling. They refer to it as sports entertainment.
Exactly, because it is just entertainment.
It is that.
And that's what rap is. We don't listen. I'm not listening to Migos to try and understand my feelings. I listen to Migos because I feel like I'm a trapping.
But what about scarves? I guess I'm done. But what about scarves?
I wear scarves when it's kind of cold outside and, you know.
Styles P did continue.
Yep.
And he said, who is Billie Eilish?
Who?
You're right. He said, who is Billie Eilish? Oh, wait, hold on, let me find it. It's X, right? I was about to press W. He said, who is Billie Eilish?
Who?
And he also said, why the fuck do we care what she thinks?
We don't.
And she is sort of right, but she don't get the culture, nor is she part of it. So why do we give a fuck? And how or why is her opinion important to us? Made a song called I'm Black. Wait, what?
She made a song called I'm Black?
Made a song. No. Wait, hold on. I may hear the beat.
He's stumbling.
I don't even know. I don't know that last part.
I do agree with what he said, though, because that's why I said, you know what? Everyone's allowed to your opinion. You're allowed to think what you want.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough. That's good enough. But I'm also allowed not to care about what you think.
Right.
And that's what I think about Billie Eilish. It's like, you are not in hip hop or rap enough. Just because you have friends doesn't mean you know. Just because you have black friends doesn't mean you understand racism.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like.
Exactly.
Just because you have rapper friends doesn't mean you understand how the whole rap scene works.
Exactly.
And how rap music works. So,
but again, Styles does say a lot of things that we shouldn't care. But I do like the public indictment. And I do like the way everyone has reacted to it, and I like how everyone has sort of reacted in unison with one another, right? So you gotta salute that for sure. And hey, listen, this is how you limit the trajectory of your career. In a lot of ways.
Billie Eilish?
Yeah, in a lot of ways, and maybe
she did
not
turn
now.
off a lot of fans.
Maybe not now, but when it comes to that longevity, these types of things I remember.
You know what? Why people like to hear shit like this, and that's her core fans. Let's be honest. When Post Malone says shit like this,
she does pop.
When Post Malone says shit like this, his white fans were like, "Yeah, we're still riding with you."
Facts.
Black people were like, "Yeah, we will fuck with you."
Oh well, c'est la vie. I mean, who is Billie Eilish anyway? I can't name one song.
Shout out to Snoop Dogg. I really can't.
Wait, shout out to Snoop. Why are we shouting at Snoop?
Oh, okay, so who?
Oh no, because he said some problematic stuff about Gayle King.
Are we going to talk about that? Is it even in our notes?
It's not in our notes.
I'll add that to the bottom of random
I don't know if
just we'll have a conversation, if anything.
I mean, we might as well have the conversation now then. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no specific transition.
I guess not. So since we don't have any quote on this, I guess we'll give you guys a quick backstory. CBS is coming out with an interview with Lisa Leslie.
For what reason, we don't know.
Kobe Bryant. It's really all about Kobe Bryant.
Oh,
because she was close friends with Kobe Bryant.
I didn't know it was a Kobe exclusive.
So, according to what I heard, is it's supposed to come out. I don't know when, but they issued a snippet or they released a snippet, and it was her asking Lisa Leslie about Kobe and the rape charge, and everyone just going at Gayle. I'm like, yo, come on, like. Of all things to talk about, the man's dead.
Well, really to add a little more to that, Lisa Leslie basically said like, nah, Kobe wasn't that kind of guy. Like,
she said that.
He showed zero signs of ever being that guy. He's never like, if we had gone to the club as an example, he had never said, yo,
get me that girl.
Go call that girl and da-da-da-da-da-da. And she's like, I have friends in the NBA who have done that. And Kobe has never shown me any signs of that. And Gayle kind of doubles down and says, like, well, you wouldn't have noticed that, would you? Because you're his friend ultimately.
And shout out to Lisa Leslie for the way she cut that shit out quick.
Yeah, I think she handled it very well. It seemed very distasteful and out of place from the perspective of Gayle. Snoop Dogg reacted the way that he did, and I think that's actually a bigger part of the problem.
What did Snoop Dogg say?
He's just using a lot of words that he shouldn't be using, like I think he said dog face B or something like that.
Oh my God.
And these are the same kind of things that have been problems. Like we saw the Ari Lennox thing that happened not too long ago, 3-4 weeks ago. I'm not going to try to say the right words on it. What I will say is the Saturday episode of the Joe Budden podcast, I think it was episode 320. It's towards the beginning of the episode as well. Maul from the podcast, he speaks very well to that entire situation. And he just says, hey, listen, like, we can handle this better. We can say, you know what, we're boycotting Gayle's interviews. We can say, Gayle, you got to issue a public apology. Gayle, Gayle, you got to do this. Gayle, you got to do that. Gayle, that was distasteful. We can say whatever we want. But what we can't do is something to the likes of what Snoop Dogg did.
I don't agree with that.
F that B, Dogface B.
Nah.
I'm seeing 50 Cent double down on some of these jokes now that we're trading. We're trading Gayle for Nancy Pelosi.
But see, like, I'm cool with the jokes though. Like, those, if it's a clear joke,
but it includes like the kind of Dogface B type of stuff.
See,
right?
So yeah, you can avoid all that, but give me the jokes without personally attacking someone.
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm cool. Because I'm all for the jokes. That's the way I deal with stuff. With
exactly.
Jokes.
So it's just very distasteful on Snoop Dogg's part. Very distasteful on Gayle's part. Just very distasteful all around. So
yeah, it was. Yeah. Do better.
Yeah, just hashtag do better to the entire situation.
Yes.
Speaking of people, definitely a shout out to Lisa Leslie, just for
calling herself,
for being the friend that she is. To Kobe Bryant. But you said speaking of
two people that need to do better.
Okay.
Nicki and Meek. What's going on there?
I don't even know, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know they met in a mall.
They met in a mall. It's going
yelling.
Down. Let me give myself that.
And it's going down. Maybe at the mall. It's going down.
In my head. It almost went down. They almost fought or something like that. Meek and Nicki's ex. They went on to have their Twitter wars. They were going at each other on Twitter.
They were
going at each other on Twitter. And that's really all I had on that.
The only two things I have is Meek said, your brother was raping that little girl. For those who don't know,
after Nicki had said.
So that was after. Was that before or after? No, that's my next question. Was that before or after Nicki had said he's been abusing women?
Yeah, I think it was after.
Okay,
I could be wrong.
Oh. Well, good to know.
Yeah, I mean that whole situation was messy, and those type of situations can happen. I get it.
So shout out to them, I guess. Well, not shout out to them,
but like Meek tweeted, one of Meek's final tweets in that saga was basically like, I don't remember which name he used, so I'm just gonna say Bill Gates.
Okay,
I don't remember which name he used. I think it was Elon Musk, Bill Gates, one of the two.
It was Elon Musk, I think.
Yeah, and he's just like, yo. While we're doing this, man's like Elon Musk are making bare money, fam.
Yo, for real.
So I have no time for this no more. Let's go make this money.
After he made time for it though.
And then he releases the Justin Timberlake single.
Jeez, saying that was all promo. He purposely gone to Meek fight with Nicki for promo.
Yo, why don't I have mysterious music? Because
the Twilight Zone music.
I want to play some mysterious music. I'm like looking for like, what do I play? What do I play? But that's a good point.
Hey, marketing. Jay-Z talked to Jay-Z. Jay said, hey, get your name out there. Go beef for Nicki a little.
You better stop, OG.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow, that's groundbreaking.
Speaking of another person that needs to do better.
Let's move on to the next topic. So the next topic that we're going to talk about, as I magically now have water on the table. I don't know if you can see it, but got to have that water.
Where did that come from?
Got to have that water. Unbranded for now. You know what it is. I'm going for that. I'm gunning for the water deal.
This guy really wants that Nestle deal.
Shit, give me a smart water deal. You want
smart water? Of course I would. Your smart water sponsor us. Hey, McDonald's, you want your water on our table? Sponsor us.
I don't know. Their water always had a little bit of iced tea in it.
Came from the same. It came from the same spout.
Oh fuck. Action Bronson. Yes. I don't know if you've ever watched any of his shows.
I think I watched one episode of something of him eating.
Yes,
that's all I know.
So he, for a little while, Action Bronson was running Viceland.
Yeah.
With all the shows that he had.
Yeah.
And just with his media presence beyond hip hop. And now Action Bronson, this is according to Hip Hop DX, Action Bronson now accuses Viceland of holding his show, Fuck That's Delicious, hostage. Right? He says, he tweeted.
He tweeted?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
He also said it
by tweeting. I'm always for that. Action Bronson has accused Viceland of... See, the key to the True North Views podcast is we post the notes without reading it.
Yep, so we go by headlines.
I'm just like, we go by headline. I have no clue what any of this
We're finding out at the same time you guys are finding out.
And we just react. You know what I'm saying? Action Bronson has accused Viceland of holding the next season, Fuck That's Delicious, hostage on February 5th. He went over to Twitter to express his frustrations over the cooking show.
Always a good place to stress
all caps, a la the Kid Mero.
Does he always do it in all caps? Doesn't he always tweet in all caps?
Does he?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I know the Kid Mero does.
Oh yeah, that's his signature.
So maybe
Shout
it could
to
be
New York.
Maybe it could be in the same
vicinity.
I don't know. but it's not Vinsanity. It is
It's
Vicinity.
Vicinity.
Fuck,
Vincinity?
that's delicious. Season whatever it is has been ready, and the motherfuckers are holding it hostage. He wrote in all caps. My contract is over in full in March, and I promise I'm gonna shove it down your fucking throats every chance I get. You've sabotaged my shows at every turn. FTD forever. I don't know what FTD means.
Fuck.
That's delicious. Forever.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Make the dream work. What are your thoughts on this? Just overall.
From what I know from Viceland, shout out to DJ Samero.
Yes.
They ain't really the best people when you're not on their side.
And that's where I was gonna go first. Was they've done this already?
Yeah.
They've already fumbled it.
Yeah, they cut DJ Samero's show short by 2 months because they were mad that they were leaving the network. They literally cut the show short for 2 months. Like, bye, leave early.
I don't know what Viceland is doing.
So, and I've heard DJ Samero said there's very low that was keeping. It was them and Action Bronson that was keeping Viceland. Oh wait, because Viceland's gone out of Canada too.
Yeah,
they couldn't. They said it wasn't making enough money.
They're doing a lot of things that show that they're not making the best business decisions.
Yes. And they have such a good
we're in a
plan,
era of personalities.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Samero is a personality.
Yep. Action
Bronson is a personality.
And they had all the weed shows that no one else was going to do. You guys had that.
Bong Appetit. They have.
Yeah.
They have several shows that only Viceland can have. Like you can come home, throw your TV on Viceland, and just chill.
Mm-hmm. You've done that before. I've seen your TV on Viceland before.
I've done it. You know what I mean? You just hate to see poor decisions.
And I think that's
really what it comes down to.
Like work with who you have. And
you're letting these people go. I think companies need to focus on what they get rather than what percentage of the pie they get.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Because oftentimes you're letting millions of dollars go because you don't want to pay millions of dollars.
Yes. You're losing money because you don't want to lose money. But you don't lose money to get more money.
It literally takes money to make money.
Yep. It's called capital for a reason.
Not use the money that it takes, you won't make money.
Yep.
So, I mean, let's see what happens with Viceland.
But talk to us, Viceland. We don't mind helping you if you guys don't
mind helping
us.
Viceland, we've said this before. When you come back to Canada, we can be that show for you. We can pretend to be Jesus and Meryl.
Yo, for real.
I'm definitely Jesus Nice.
I want to be Jesus Nice.
In this To Some Pause, I'm definitely Jesus Nice. You could be the Kid Meryl.
I'll take that.
But
take my 4 kids. My 4 kids and my wife. My Jewish wife.
Damn. But holla at us, Viceland.
Sean Carter.
Let's move on. Sean Carter to
Jay-Z. How fucked up is that?
I didn't even necessarily have anything to say about this. I just wanted to play the clip.
Okay, go, because I didn't even listen to the clip. And I saw it like 3 times.
And I want to find, where can I find this full interview? I'm sure it's available on Tidal. I'm sure it's available Rock Nation. I'm sure it's not hard to find. But Jay-Z was speaking to, I forgot the interviewer's name. He was speaking about a lecture series that he's doing, and this soundbite just really caught my attention.
What are your hopes for this lecture series? What would you like to see come out of it?
I think this was a great start. The conversations went from everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. Just open dialogue and real honest conversations. Because until we have an honest conversation, we can pretend, everything's okay. We can pretend and we can brush over the issue but deep dive into conversation of how we really feel. How do we feel about what's going on? What are we going to do? What are we going to try to do? Who can be a source of help? How can we introduce each other? Where can I be helpful? I got all sorts of calls when I was starting Parchment from street guys calling me on the phone man, my guy's up there locked up in Parchment. I like what you're doing. How can I help? These are guys who can mobilize 10,000 real guys in the street, and you can put boots on the ground, right? So these sort of conversations that need to be had in a real way. We can all dazzle each other with language. We've learned enough to play with language, but just to get down to the honesty of what's happening, and just push it forward.
What are your hopes for this lecture series? What would you like?
Just to explain that a little further, I will read Rock Nation's caption for this. It said, introducing Shawn Carter Lecture Series at Columbia University with a spotlight on those who have made a significant impact in African American culture. This seems to be some kind of, I don't know if it's a partnership with Columbia University, but that is where it's taking place. I don't know. It's mentioned as a series, but I don't know really anything beyond that. I'm just curious where that goes. In that same interview, discussion, whatever it may be, whatever you want to call it, there have been other sound bites of Jay-Z talking about kind of the last conversation he had with Kobe. We know Kobe was at the Rock Nation brunch.
Oh, was he?
He was.
Oh, shit.
He showed up.
Damn, shout out to Kobe,
If I'm not mistaken, or it was a party right before that. Or something like that. One of the two.
Shout out to Kobe, man.
That's Kobe, man. Damn.
Kobe.
Damn. But yeah, no, I mean, again, I'm intrigued by this. I would like to watch the full thing, and I sort of like where the assumptive direction is going with this, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, shout out to Jay-Z, man.
Shout out to Jay-Z for sure. No shout out to. Have you thought about this? So this is about. It's a CNN article.
Okay.
This is a CNN article that is talking about our DSPs, right? Our digital streaming
platforms.
And then the headline says Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. I guess that's some payola, because why is Amazon the third mention?
Yo, let me tell you, Amazon Music, actually, they released their numbers, I think about a month ago. They're right behind Apple Music in subscribers.
You want to know why? It's because everyone that has a fucking
Prime account automatically has.
They lying.
That was the trend. I read that article because they were like, "Oh, Amazon is surprisingly close to thing." And I read the article further, and I was like, that's just because they have Prime account, and everyone that has Prime account automatically has the damn music.
They're lying. But back to the headline: Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music could soon hike prices, and this company is betting on it. Now, I didn't really read why. I think it's Warner. Who is it? Warner is betting on it. I don't know what that has to do with whatever connects they have. But I just wanted to have that discussion in general, the DSP discussion. How much are you willing to pay? Give or take, it's $10 a month.
Oh yeah.
Give or take, right? Every type of service you think about nowadays, whether it's HBO. Here in Canada, we have Crave, which has HBO and Showtime. Holla at us. We don't have Hulu, but I assume that's $10 a month. Netflix, $10 a month. Apple Music, $10 a month. YouTube Music, $10 a month, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right?
How much are you willing to pay?
Some are 9, some are 8, some are 12, but $10 a month.
Yeah, average.
So, first of all, have you ever even thought about this price hike? Because for a second, I didn't.
Yo, I should go check if they even increased my.
I haven't.
I've never checked.
What if it's $39.99? Like some XM radio shit.
That's a cancel. I'm sorry. Going back to the
what?
To the downloads. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
You pay $40 a month for internet?
I think I would buy albums again, and I would be really selective with what I listen to.
Back to the downloads. If you know what I'm catching about. Back to the Lime wires.
That is crazy. Let me see if there's anything.
I wouldn't be surprised though if they do increase it, because let me put it this way: we're in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Rogers and Bell, they monopolize cable.
Yes.
Cable is unaffordable anymore. Well, it's not unaffordable. If you want anything more than 5 channels, it's unaffordable. I wouldn't be surprised if Spotify and Apple Music say, hey, look, we got the market. Fuck that shit. We're going to increase our price. Or wait for Google to do something. Or who else is going to step up? Because no one's going to go to Google Music. No one's going to go to Pandora. Where the hell did that come from?
Advertisement. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Goddamn. I was trying to see if there was any insight in this article. I just kind of skim it quickly. Mm-hmm. Streaming music services are relatively cheap, but they'll eventually hike their prices. One of the world's biggest record labels says when they do, Warner Music Group is ready to cash in. So Warner Music Group is an entertainment conglomerate. They represent top artists like Coldplay, Lizzo as well. They announced that they were going public. Wow.
That's why they're going to.
Wow. Unlike other companies that recently went public, the company is profitable, and it predicts that it will make even more money as streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music increase their subscription bases and prices. A small fraction of people around the world pay for music services with lots of room to grow, which is very true. The company said in a regulatory filing, the company believes that its streaming revenues will increase due to pricing increases. As a result, Warner Music says that it's in for a windfall because of the publishing deals that it has in place with these streaming services. And Warner is right. These services are growing rapidly. So Spotify said last week that it has 124 million paid subscribers, which is a jump of 30% over last year. The number of Apple Music subscribers increased by 50% year over year, up to 55 million worldwide. Apple has around 60 million music subscribers. Let's see here.
Nothing about Amazon?
Nothing about them. Go figure. Warner Music boasts in its filing that it has adapted to streaming faster than any other major music entertainment company. I think Sony would disagree. And was the first among the rivals to report that streaming was the largest source of our recorded music revenue. Okay, yada, yada, yada. This whole article is just about Warner going public.
That's what I was saying. Just a big old Warner, look at me.
And betting on the prices. But again, I'm curious. I'm curious as to what my limit would be. Thankfully, we have a family plan.
You have a family plan, you know what I'm
Thankfully,
saying?
we that $3 a month comes in.
Shout out to the family.
Real handy. But like the car wash, I just wonder what's our limit.
Eventually there is going to be a limit.
And will we stay within it? You know what I'm saying? Speaking of stay within it, and
to
this might
transition.
work. I want to play a little bit of a sound clip by none other than Ari Lennox.
Okay.
She's up to some stuff. I'm a little jealous.
Jeez.
But
mine has Rhapsody, Snow Allegra, and now he's jealous of Ari. Mine wants all the girls in the game.
Let's try to decipher this once I load it.
Ooh, I'm deciphering this silence right now.
I don't want to change my settings. I just want to display it.
Silence. Ooh. I deciphered it. It was silence. That's what she wanted.
View. Show thread.
Erykah Badu, who that say they gonna be
no, for real. What the fuck?
I thought it was a tweet.
It was a tweet, but
was there sound?
It was a video.
Oh,
let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. Otherwise, we're gonna have to move on, man.
Oh, Kalari out versus the Nets.
Yeah, Whiplash. It's a party. It's a party. Oh yeah.
A submissive wife. A submissive wife. I was damn near willing to just let him talk to me crazy because that shit was out of this world. Like, yes, daddy, yes. Okay. Like, I was literally willing to ruin my career. If this ever came out, who it was, you would be like, bitch, do you know what Google says? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I also know what that dick said. Ooh. That dick spoke life into me, invigoration, blessings, soul, turmoil. But heaven, Jesus, Allah, sorry, please God, understand, this is just my truth. This is just my truth. This is just my truth.
That's kind of it. So she's talking about getting piped.
Was she married?
She's not married.
Oh, okay.
She talks about sex often, or lack of, I should say.
You tried to hit me up then.
A few things.
She was in Toronto the other day. Come on, man.
Was
Come on, well, not the other day. When we went to her show last summer.
You mean like last August?
Yep.
Holy
the
shit!
Other day. Like, I said the other day. I didn't say what day it was.
True. I will. Let me get that. That's factual.
The other day.
She said a few things. She said if you find out who, you know,
great big
do you know what Google says about him?
And do you know what she's talking about?
She said that it's a lot of things like blessings, peace, harmony, and turmoil. So I'm trying to find out
who's she talking about
for information purposes only.
Asking for a friend.
Who piped Ari Lennox?
It wasn't me. I can tell you that much.
It wasn't me.
I can tell you that
but
much.
she caught you on the. That's all I had.
Shout out to Ari, man. Keep getting piped down.
That's kind of all I had. We'll see if we ever find out who that was. Maybe they'll release a collab.
Hopefully they do.
Or something. But let's move on to that. Keep it or leak it.
Speaking of leak, let me leak some water into my mouth.
Okay, but
what about scarves?
I guess I'm done.
But what about scarves? You better stop, OG.
You better stop, OG. OG. Come on, OG.
Seen the supercut of him just saying OG? OG.
When he got mad at the end, it was like
Rollers.
when the one where it was like some about favorite outfits, like, come on, OG. I felt that.
Oh man. First, keep it or leak it.
Okay.
The following headline reads from Indie 88. I think I have a shout out to Indie 88.
You do
man.
have an Indie 88.
Shout out to Indie 88, man.
I don't listen to that station, never will, but shout out to them.
Hey man, it is what it is. Gorillaz appears to tease not a fifth, but a forthcoming album with Tame Impala.
It's not fourth, it's a second.
So Gorillaz and Tame Impala collaboration could be in the works. They basically tweeted their the Tame Impala album cover from Currents with some gorilla looking motherfuckers in there as well.
That's a hard picture.
Gorillaz and Tame Impala, keep it or leak it.
I don't listen to either, so I'm just going to say keep.
Damn.
But that's just because I don't listen to them.
Fair
and
enough.
I don't want to say leak everything. Because if
Fair
it is up to me, it is leak everything.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm going to say that's a definite leak. I think those are two sounds that naturally will fit together very well.
Shout out to both
If that
of them.
is the case, we know Tame Impala makes that psychedelic music. We know what Gorillaz does. And if you don't know, then
Now you
she,
know,
it's not even that she's too young for you. She's just too unhip for you.
Exactly.
You got to hashtag do better if you don't know the Gorillaz. But I'm for that. I'm for that collab. I think that'll look good. I think that'll sound good. And I'm all for it. It seems like one of those almost collision course type of collabs as opposed to...
That was a big one.
As opposed to trying to think
Kid
of...
See Ghost? Could have a collab?
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Like,
I don't really know the contrast per se, but it feels more of a collision course type of collab to it. Second, keep it or leak it, is about the goddess herself, Erykah Badu.
Who that say they gon' beat Lil Wayne?
Now, I need to know if you're going to buy this at Macy's this Christmas.
You know what's coming with the Christmas album?
Erykah Badu, even better, is releasing a new fragrance called Badu's Pussy.
Nah, keep that shit.
And
man.
it smells like her vagina.
Sorry, keep that shit. Keep though.
You for that?
Hell no. Yo, that's the third person I've seen that's coming out with a vagina. Did like Gwyneth Paltrow come out with like a
Gwyneth
pussy?
Paltrow. It's Gwyneth. It is Paltrow. I was going to say Powell. I was thinking about Norman Powell.
See, I knew I was right. I don't know all these white women, but the ones I know their names.
Oh, I'm dead.
She came out recently with a perfume of her fucking pussy. She said she did it while she was high one day. She was like, this will sell, and it sold out immediately. And now Erykah Badu's doing the same
You're
thing.
not into the pheromones?
Keep that shit on you. I don't want to spring it on.
You don't think Erykah Badu got that Badu?
Message about Badu. Holy.
You don't think Erykah Badu got that Badu?
No, I don't. How many kids has she had?
Fam, Erykah Badu has that Badu.
How many kids has she had?
I don't know.
I'm good. I'm
Damn.
good, love. Enjoy.
Shit. Harsh.
Good, love. Enjoy.
Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna say leak that because if the white woman can leak it, then so could the black woman. Now, next, keep it or leak
So
it.
you go on a date with a girl and she's like, yo, I'm wearing that new Badu pussy.
I'm gonna say shit. Sucks for you because Badu pussy smelling nice.
Holy shit.
If
Okay.
it smells fire, you never know.
You know what? You never know. But
You
I'm
never
still
know.
not trying to smell that. What's the
Damn.
next leak it or keep it?
The next keep it or leak
Keep
it,
it or leak it.
has to do with Jay Electronica.
Oh God, he's dropping an album, eh?
Now, this is like almost like Dre Day Detox.
Yo, I'll believe this when I see it. That's all I'm saying for this album.
So he tweeted the following: a written testimony releasing in 40 days, recorded over 40 days and 40 nights, starting from December 26th. Quote, my debut album featuring Hove, man. This is highway robbery. And his fifth tweet was album done.
You read it from top to bottom. Should have been from bottom. Well, I'm just saying because in
You're
order
right.
it would have been from bottom to top.
You're right.
But either way, it doesn't
play
really
this
much
clip
sense.
backwards.
Could they do that?
No. But a few other people doubled down on it. I don't remember if it was Guru or Ninth Wonder.
Drama? Oh. What did they say? I just said a random name. Hoping I was close.
Someone doubled down on it and said like, no, for real, it's done. And then Jay-Z's Twitter page, S_C_, whatever it is.
What?
I think he liked a few things as well. I'm just trying to see if I can find that. Yeah, so Mr. Carter liked all
of
5
them?
tweets.
Oh,
and you know
damn.
Jay-Z don't like nothing on Twitter,
Yeah, he
unless
really
it's true.
doesn't.
So
He
that
doesn't use
happened.
Twitter unless it's true.
That's true as well.
I'll see when leak it, of course. Well, I've been saying leak it for like 20
Guru.
years
now. It was Guru. He's like, facts. This is not a drill. Like he said, this shit's really done. So I mean, it's an obvious leak, right? It's obvious leak.
We've been saying this for like 20 years.
The real question regarding this Jay Elect project is, what's the percentage likelihood that it actually comes out?
50.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that your real number?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think right now
I'm not mad at that.
I think there's still a chance it's not going to come out.
I'm not mad at that.
The man has a history of never dropping an album until he's what? How old is he now? 44?
He's not 44. He's probably like
I'm playing. I'm more exaggerating.
34 piece or something like that.
The man hasn't dropped an album in forever.
I feel that. I think 50% as well.
Okay.
I'll maybe give him benefit of the doubt and say, 65% through the likes of Hove.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Oh, hopefully it drops because that would be a fire ass album we've all been waiting for.
But let's move on to our motherfucking shout out.
Shout out!
Now the first shout out is in order, I guess technically to the Kansas City Chiefs. Only Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. What's that guy's name? Jonas Valanciunas looking boy?
Oh, Travis Kelce.
Him too, because he has a black girlfriend.
Shout out to him because of his black girlfriend.
And shout out to Patty Mahomes. Already know what it is.
He's Patrick Mahomes.
A shout out to
the NFL.
In the notes, I put the NFL.
Yes.
And then I questioned it, like, why did I shout out the NFL?
And then we opened it.
Lamar Jackson, NFL MVP.
Shout out to him. Killed it this season.
Kyler Murray, Rookie of the Year.
Shout out to Arizona Cardinals. He's my team's quarterback.
And Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl MVP.
Shout out to Patty Mahomes.
That trifecta gets capped off during Black History Month. So let's say shout out to black quarterbacks in the NFL. I saw a funny tweet. What did it say?
It was like, mixed people are not allowed to celebrate till the 14th.
I seen that. And then someone else tweeted like, oh, they get to choose which half. We're choosing this half. So, allow Patty Mahomes alone, fam.
Yo, he got Super Bowl early.
Did you see that when he threw the football off the bus?
And the guy ran into the pole? That shit was
bad.
Funny.
That was bad.
That guy definitely had a concussion.
Oof.
And he doesn't even play football.
Second shout out is in order to none other
than the scarf wearers.
Than the Raptors.
They got that scarf energy. Scarf energy.
They got that big scarf energy. We got that big championship energy right now. The Raptors have tied and then exceeded their friend. Was 12 was the record or was 12 tying? No, 12 was tying, right?
No, 12 was the record. 11 was tying. We've hit 11 two times before.
Yes. So Raptors achieved 12 wins in a row, which is their franchise best.
Yes, it is.
Then they went ahead and won match number 13 in a row. Of course, just the whole viral moment of Serge Ibaka and OG Anunoby with the what about scarves?
What about scarves?
You know?
But what about scarves? What about scarves? You better stop, OG. You better stop, OG.
So, that little moment that they had, of course, the reason why we're wearing our scarves today, low-key, I do have a Raptors shirt on, but, can't really tell.
I'm not wearing, my shirt's playing.
That's okay. That shit happens. You're wearing old Raptors colors, kind of, barely. But I tried.
You tried. It wasn't there.
Damn, I tried it.
You are kind of barely.
But shout out to the Raptors, man. Shout out to the Raptors. 13 in a row. That is big. We are all witnesses of what is going on in history.
Indiana again for number 13. They don't want to see us in the playoffs. You wrote that.
Yeah, I did say that. They don't want to see us. Indiana does not want to see us in the playoffs.
We're not at full strength. We're missing 2 players.
The only team I'm afraid of is Miami.
I'm not going to Miami because they have no playoff experience. That's the only reason why.
I think Jimmy.
Yeah, it's still not playoff experience. With Kendrick Nunn and Tyler Hero, the rookies, they can't.
And Duncan Robinson. You think I'm getting cooked by Duncan Robinson?
Exactly, right?
He's nice though, but
Bam Adebayo. But again, it's all about playoff experience. These are still too young. Like they gotta go first a few years of getting lost in the first and second round, and then you finally figure out. Like look at Denver last year. They're too young.
Right.
2 years ago, they're just too young.
Okay. So no, I'm all for that. I get it. I absolutely get it.
We'll talk about more of that when the playoffs come.
And I guess then let's get into that new music.
New music
report. We got a lot to report on. So let's actually get right into it as usual. Shout out to Boosie Fade for providing us with that list of albums that have come out for the week. I don't have it loaded up right now, so I'm trying to find it very quickly. It's called Fresh Music, right?
Yes, I have it, but
Fresh
I don't
Music
know where
Fridays.
I saved it. Okay, there we go. So while you look for it, I'll start it off.
Please.
Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats came out with the album called Unlocked.
Yes.
Pop Smoke came out with an album called Me Do Too, because with his deep voice. Your boyfriend Brent Faiyaz, came out with
Fuck the World.
There we go.
D Smoke.
Shout out to D Smoke.
Black Habits.
They Don't Die Hard.
2 Chainz and True. No Face, No Case.
Okay.
I saw this one from your guy, Pure Born.
I saw that, but I don't know who Jelly is. I'm going to go look into see who Jelly is. I do like Pure Born production. I think he's one of the better producers out there.
We'll mention it later, but Pure Born produced the Trippie Thug track.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that track sounds stupid.
I didn't listen to that track yet.
No, that track sounds stupid. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. And then a few of the older mentions. Because these came out last week. Lil Wayne, Key Glock, Yo Gotti, Russ. I listened to the Freddie Gibbs Madlib Bandana Beats.
Is it just beats?
It is. It's just an instrumental version of the album. Holy shit! Did I not? I knew what Madlib did to that project, but when you strip Freddie from that and just listen to what Madlib did on that, oh my god! Holy shit!
When I listen to instrumentals, I'm like, damn, this instrumental was hard. And then you realize it's even harder for a rapper to rap on
Put
it.
their thing. Like I'm listening to it, like, oh, this is just.
I can't even rap on.
There's a lot going on.
I don't know how to rap, and I can't rap on it. Now imagine that's their job, but it takes a lot of talent to do that shit.
For sure.
So shout out to rappers, man.
A lot, like we said, I know a lot of good albums did come out. A lot of ones that we will get into. In terms of singles, Nicki Minaj with Yikes. Now, let's go over the singles after we talk about albums, of course. So I'm just going to run through this list. But I actually listened to a lot of singles this week.
That's surprising because I didn't.
Kind of why. Nicki Minaj with Yikes. Tory Lanez with Broke in a Minute. Dej Loaf with Bubbly. Meek Mill featuring Justin Timberlake with Believe. G Eazy with Tyga and Tory Lanez called Still Be Friends. Trippie Redd and Young Thug. That one's called Yellow, but 2 separate words. Yell-O, like, oh no. That type thing. Danger Inc. Fucking for a Reason. Lil Tecca. I don't know. Or IDK. Your guy Lil Barrett.
Yeah, I actually didn't know he dropped a song.
Ryder. Oh, featuring your other guy Anders.
I know, right?
Damn. Shit.
2 Toronto man dems.
Okay. Khalid, your guy.
He's not my guy. That's your guy.
Blueface came out with one called Obama featuring The Baby. Interesting. Oh shit. Classified.
Yeah, I think he's definitely dropping an album because this is the second time he's dropped a song this month or this year.
Cool. I'm for that. I want to hear what Classified sounds like in 2020. He's from Halifax, no?
I thought he was from Vancouver or some shit. I thought it was from Toronto.
I'm trying to remember his Channel 29 Rap City Much Music version.
Classified.
Beyond that, Party Next Door, the Loyal remix. That one features Drake and Bad Bunny. And the Biebs. Justin Bieber came out with Intentions featuring Quavious Hunches.
Sorry.
It's okay.
He is from Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
So you're right. Damn, I didn't know that.
I remember that. I do remember that. Okay. So, let's kind of just get into the first album on the list, Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats.
I bumped that.
You bumped that. Talk to me about it.
Sorry, I bumped like half of it.
Interesting. So you only bumped 9 minutes.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Because this one is 8 songs at 17 minutes. Kenny Beats, we know what Kenny Beats does at this point. Denzel Curry. It was just Denzel being Denzel.
Exactly.
It was real good.
The beats were really good. I really like Kenny Beats. I think for the 3 albums I've heard him on, the your girl, what's her face?
Rico.
The other guy with
O3 Greedo,
and this one, all 3 albums sound different, but they're produced by Kenny Beats. And I think that just shows a lot about his level of production. Like he can make stuff on a different level. His stuff doesn't always have to sound the same.
One thing I really like about Kenny Beats, look at everything he does outside of music making. Just look at his media presence. Mm-hmm. He does interviews often. He does. He has a video presence going on. I don't know if it's strictly Twitter. I don't know if it's YouTube.
Because he makes
Instagram
TV.
Beats
instrumentals.
Exactly. He shows the process of him making beats. And where I'm leading with it with all of that is, I feel like Kenny Beats is one of those people that wouldn't make an album with you unless he really understands you and your sound and what makes you tick. Yeah, so to speak. All these beats fit Denzel perfectly.
Yes.
Like these were perfect sounding beats for Denzel Curry. I thoroughly enjoyed this
This could have been a Denzel Curry album, and I would have been like, oh, shit. It sounds like a Denzel Curry album.
And I like that sort of mixtape feel that it had, because you don't really have to take it seriously. Almost like the way we said about Lil Wayne, where it's just like, I'm just expecting a playlist. 8 songs, easily digestible, 17 minutes. Let's get in, let's get out. It's enjoyable.
Easy.
Denzel has a good voice. Denzel has solid lyrics. I like the beats. I like what Kenny Beats is doing. I have nothing bad to say about it.
Nothing bad. I'm definitely coming back to this album.
Definitely coming back to it. Let's let it grow a little bit. And the next album, in that case, Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke.
Meet the Woo 2. Did you bump this?
How many songs are on this album?
This
13?
one is 13 songs at 34 minutes.
I went 6 minutes. I went 6 songs deep.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
That's not bad. Tell me more.
Because every song sounded fucking same, bro.
Okay. But I'm glad you mentioned that. Did you not have the same positive thing to say about DaBaby?
I'm fine with it. Don't get me wrong. I just couldn't take, I think I just didn't like this sounding the same a lot. Personally. Don't get me wrong. But if it's working for him, good luck. Every beat sounded the same.
Yeah.
Every beat had the same drop.
It had the American grime to it.
Yes.
The same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the same kind of.
But don't get me wrong. It was hype though.
Yeah.
From the first track, I was like, yo.
I like that one because he had some names on that one too.
On
I think Quavo was on it. I think that was one of the singles. Let me see here. Pop Smoke. Who else was on this album? Quavo was on it. A Boogie with the Hoodie.
I didn't like
Vivio Foreign.
That song.
You didn't like that song with A Boogie?
I didn't like A Boogie song.
It was alright.
I just feel like A Boogie kind of ruined the mood of the song.
Okay.
Because of his singing thing, and Pop Smoke is hard ass.
Vivio Foreign was on it, which is a crazy collab. The two kings of American grime. Lil TJ was on it, which I actually paid attention to Lil TJ.
I like Lil TJ a lot, man.
And he's almost like, he's somewhere between YK Osiris and A Boogie with the Hoodie.
In his album, the intro of his album, he's like, stop comparing me to A Boogie. We don't sound alike. But they really do sound alike.
My bad.
Is that the A Boogie track?
No, that was one of the Lil TJ ones. But I mean, again, overall, decent project. I enjoyed it. I think you are right in that everything does kind of sound the same on it. And I don't think that has to be an indictment.
I don't think so either.
I think about DaBaby. I think about Pop Smoke.
Migos.
I think about Migos. I think about Lil Baby. I think about... There's a lot of artists in that space. Future
at one time, Future
still to this day.
He kind of does. 20 grams for around a pinky ring.
To this day.
20 grams for the tallest ring on the nigga's ring. Ooh.
To this day.
I'm saying. But overall, good project.
Yeah, I really did. And by me saying I just couldn't take it, but I do enjoy the album. Because throughout every song, I felt myself like nodding my head or like, okay. Like, it's hard. Just the A Boogie one, I wasn't really feeling A Boogie.
Before we go to the next one on the list, I want to kind of, not detour, but what do you say when you go forward on tour?
Fast forward?
I guess. So I want to talk about 2 Chainz and True.
I didn't even know this was an album.
This one's called No Face, No Case.
So who's part of True?
I think True is an artist.
Okay.
True might be part of 2 Chainz label or situation or group or stable.
I just never heard of it before, so I didn't know if there's any like known artist that's part of, if it is a group that's part of True.
I thought this was a 2 Chainz album. It's a True album.
So it's like when Slime Season came out and we thought it was a Young Thug album, and we found out it actually wasn't a Young Thug album.
That's a good example.
So, okay.
That is a good example. Now, let me just load this up. 2 Chainz.
Oh, they had some names on this.
Yes.
I see Quavo already.
Definitely some names on here. So we had NLE Choppa, NLE Choppa,
Quavo,
Quando with the Rondo. Not too many names on here.
Oh, no,
Quavo.
No. I saw Quavo and NLE.
Yeah, not too many names on here, but I thought we were gonna get more 2 Chainz on this, and it felt like 2 Chainz was really only on like 3 songs.
Oh damn!
And I was just like, kind of disappointed in that. I didn't.
He just used his name to push the album, pretty much.
Not to say to push it, because he is a part of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 15 songs, 2 Chainz is credited on.
Yeah, he did push him, man. Come on, the fact that he put 2 Chainz in the name of the album, 2 Chainz and True. I don't blame him for doing that. That's what you should do as
And again, we don't know the situation.
Label.
We don't know the situation.
And if it is his label, you should, like, Dreamville should say J. Cole and Dreamville. Like,
right.
Push.
Right.
That's how you get your name out. That's how you get more money for yourself.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't love it. I didn't love the sound of it. It kind of felt like, I'm not gonna say old. Okay.
Just saying some stuff from.
I'm not gonna say old Atlanta rap, but it kind of felt somewhat stale, and it kind of made me question: is Atlanta sound really on top no more, or is it Chicago, or is it UK, or is it Toronto, or is it?
It's 2 Chainz.
What about him?
He's old.
No, don't do that. The rapper Go to the League was nice.
He doesn't have that young kid sound anymore, though.
Don't do that. But it's not that influenced. 2 Chainz sound is not that influenced on this project to say it's 2 Chainz. It's true. You know what I'm saying? It's true. But next album I want to talk about, because the next ones will take a bit more time. This guy's opening the door. It's hella easy to open that door now. Brent Faiyaz.
Tell me about this. Why should I listen to this? Because everyone's talking about this. I don't listen to Brent. What's his last name?
Faiyaz.
I don't listen to Brent
Faiyaz.
With a Z. So if you can tell me why I should listen to this, I'll listen to it.
So first of all, 10 songs.
Oh, okay.
26 minutes. So very digestible. Jeez. Just walk past the camera at this point, because the man brought the beer, fam.
I know.
Let's go. Just walk past it. Okay.
Watch the YouTube if you want to see what just happened. Watch the YouTube.
Dead. Don't kill me. 10 songs, 26 minutes.
I'll break all the noises.
Very enjoyable, I will say.
Jeez, everybody's stag.
I will say it's maybe a little bit... I don't want to be too critical of it, but I think the greatness of it, the way Twitter was talking about it, might be a little blown out of proportion.
Because Twitter was hyping it up, man.
A little bit boring. And I'll kind of start with maybe my conclusion, and then I'll get into the album, because I really like this album. Okay. And that's important to mention. But if this is the only project that Brent releases this year,
you'll be disappointed.
I'm cheesed.
Okay.
Because Saunders-son came out in 2017. It's been 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
This felt like a mixtape in a lot of ways.
Ooh.
Like an R&B mixtape.
Well, me testing out the waters. He didn't want to drop a full-ass album. Yes, see how people react to this.
Maybe.
Say, okay, I'm going to drop a full-ass album.
What I will say, again, there's a lot that I really liked about this. Track number 3, which was called Been Away. That one, I mean, that's not how he sings, but
I've never heard a Brent Faiyaz track before. I don't know if he sings or raps.
That one, he's a singer. That one was definitely added to the playlist.
He's like an A-Boogie singer?
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey girl, don't give my shit away. I'm just trying to get my paper straight, girl.
So that one went straight to the playlist. I think I'm going to finally release the playlist when it has 25 or more songs.
Okay, that's
It's at 14 right now.
So almost there. 9 songs.
I'm going to call it
11.
TNV Presents the Playlist.
Jeez.
That's it.
TNV Presents the Playlist.
That's it. So there's that one. There's a next song, track number 4. That one's called Fuck the World. I really like that one too.
With a G. Just cause I fuck you, that don't mean I trust you. I don't. You got some high hopes.
Yo, he's talking reckless.
Yo, he is.
You got some high hopes. Just because I fuck you? It didn't mean all that.
Calm down. Relax. Here's an Uber.
Maybe my expectations were a little bit wonky on this, because I thought that it would be more...
album, like his last album that you said you liked?
Not even that. I thought it'd be more... The music is very on brand. So that's, again, very important to note. I just thought it'd be a little bit more baby making. Or a little bit more playlist making, as opposed to kind of I'm not gonna say braggadocious R&B, but that Trey Songz-esque R&B.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I feel you.
Just based on that alone, like for example, there's one song called Rehab, track number 7. I was gonna add it to the list, the playlist, the way it started, but then you got to listen to the lyrics. So first I'm like, okay. I'm adding this to the playlist. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? And then... Not yet.
That baby's coming in. Okay.
Candles are lit right now.
That's what I'm saying. Lights low.
And then this happens.
I got too many hoes.
You ain't making babies to this.
They ain't you.
I got too many hoes, but they ain't you. Come on, man.
You ain't making babies to that.
She's leaving.
She's leaving. You know what? My mom needs my help right now.
She's leaving. But again, like I said, I mean, I sound like I'm being critical of this album. I will say I did enjoy it. I played it more than once. The sound is very on brand with what Brent Faiyaz has given us in the past, especially going back to Sanderson, his previous album. Very enjoyable. I kind of wanted more after that long of a hiatus, but I can't be mad with music that is on brand. So I enjoyed it for what it was. I'm just hoping that he maybe gives us a little bit more, whether it's a feature, whether it's a collab of some sort,
just some more music,
whether it's a little mini 4-pack EP. I want to hear a little bit more Brent rather than 26 minutes after 3 years. And that's kind of
and then what you're hearing is I got hoes.
Yeah, but they
different
ain't
area code. Area code. Yeah. Tell me about D-Smoke.
Oh my God.
I haven't listened to this yet.
Album of the week.
Okay, I'm gonna bump this
album of the week
right after this and bump it.
By far, album of the week, bro.
We've talked about D-Smoke before.
I haven't heard a single thing D-Smoke. I didn't even watch that show. I didn't even watch the clips that came out as a result of that show. You know that same clip that they show of D-Smoke playing the piano and he's in the finale?
Yeah.
I didn't listen to that clip. I don't want to know anything of D-Smoke.
I didn't finish that show, so I don't even know.
Because I wanted to be surprised. We know he's Sir's brother. We know they look exactly alike. I thought they were twins. And we know he's damn near in the industry. He's probably signed to TDE for all we know.
He's most likely is already.
So here he comes with this album, Black Habits. Now, first of all, when you look at the album cover, you already know what kind of album you're getting. This is one of those album covers that's him and his family when they were kids.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know it's going to be Good Kid, Mad City already, right?
Mercy Buddy's album with him and his family. You know it's going to be a hard album.
Like, the first song is called Morning Prayer, and it starts like this.
Child, repeat after me. I'm smart. I'm strong. I'm beautiful. That's right.
I'm smart, I'm strong, and I'm beautiful. Now, keep in mind the album is called Black Habits. It has that Kendrick feel to it. It has that TDE feel to it.
TDE definitely.
And that was the immediate thing that I said about this album: the title, the first track, the imagery. You already knew what you were in for. When a song starts like Morning Prayer and it's literally the kids praying and mom says, repeat after me, I'm black, I'm strong. And if some, remind me of who you're afraid of. No one.
Nobody.
And if someone tries to step to you, what are you going to do? I'm going to show them why they shouldn't have stepped to me or something like that.
Show them my two-piece.
And you're like, man, this shit is like, we're in for an experience, right? It's 16 songs at an hour and 2 minutes.
That's not bad.
Very action-packed in that respect. And we have some decent names on here. We have Snoop Dogg on here. We have Jilly from Philly, Jill Scott. We have Iguocho. I don't know who that is. My apologies. We have Jackie Goosh. I don't know who that is either. We have Davion Ferris. We have Sir. We have Ari Lennox. And we have another track with Sir on it as well. I really like this album. I really liked it. I didn't have any expectations of D-Smoke in any way, shape, or form. The sound of Sir was my only barometer for D-Smoke because I've heard D-Smoke sing in the past.
Yeah.
But what I can say, D-Smoke is way more Gambino and way less Sir.
Yeah, because I'm saying, from what I saw on the show, D-Smoke never showed any signs of singing. Not say he's a bad singer, just never showed any signs of singing. He showed up, I'm a rapper.
Yeah. So as soon as I played the second track, because Morning Prayer is what starts the album.
Yeah.
Then I played the second track called Bullies.
Me. Not in a life where we got dignity, but I'll make you respect me eventually. So fuck y'all, bullies. We act like we ain't but us all, bullies. Never settling for subpar, bullies. Don't make a nigga knock the rust off, bullies. Saying fuck y'all, bullies. We act like we ain't but us all, bullies.
And obviously that's just the chorus of it, and it's not really showing his lyrical prowess or anything like that. But just the tone of it, the way the beats are put together.
Sound like Kendrick, to be honest. I thought I was gonna think, is that Kendrick feature on his album?
You know what I'm saying? This could be a Kendrick album.
No, really.
For all we know, right? I'm already locked in. It sounds very Kendrick-esque to me at that point. And then I play track number 3, No Commas.
I'm here to feed my fam, they want their name in the lights. Dip the paint in my pain and illustrated my plight. Gave it till I had nothing left, so I guess that I'm right. Right until I don't see no wrong, hit to Rome on a flight.
And I'm like, okay.
That's him?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, this is a classic, bro.
He's good.
This is a fucking classic.
He's good.
This is a fucking classic. You know what I'm saying? And then I play a song called Top of the Morning, which is track number 5. And I'm going to fast forward to the part where I said, this guy's the greatest artist in the world at this point.
These points for the family and the kids, so don't get it fucked up. It's love in here. Paciente, amable, humilde, fuerte y nunca débil, pues libre pero disponible a ayudar cuando uno necesita.
He majored in Spanish and music theory in UCLA. So he knows Spanish fluently. He even said it on the TV show. Because he started rapping in Spanish and Cardi went crazy. And Cardi's like, yo, how do you know Spanish? He's like, bro. I hang out with Spanish people. I know Spanish really well.
He puts a lot of Spanish on this album, which he covers every base.
That's good.
Rapping,
man.
singing, instrumentation,
Spanish,
features, Spanish. I'm sorry.
Man, add another layer.
What?
Everyone's cake's over here. He just added another layer to his cake.
Very, very, very thoroughly detailed, talented artist.
Good for him.
That D Smoke is, and I'm happy that this album came out the way that it did. There's a lot of songs I really like on here. Like I mentioned, track number 2, Bullies. Track number 3, No Commas. Track number 5, Top of the Morning. Track number 7, Black Habits 1. A title track will always get me. This one does not fail.
Everything black chucks, everything. Everything black hug, black love, everything.
Praise like Jesus, play like Moses. Give them flowers while they still give like roses. Everything
black tie, black ride. It ain't go Michael Jordan, go Samson. Knock down the walls around me. Strong and dark and so handsome. Everything around me is shining dark and the time is divine. I found a spark when the clouds leak and the rain fall and I found peace. Black as the concrete, black as the street that's lined with the palm tree. I'm black as the night sky. When you broken your bread and your bacon just don't meet.
Like that's one of those anthem type tracks.
That's hard. That's so
hard. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
like
downloading this right now.
Super duper fucking hard. I'm gonna play one more track. This one is first of all, track number 12 featuring Ari Lennox. That went straight to the playlist.
Maybe that's
but I'd rather chase. I promise I'm not impatient. Everything but you.
That one didn't really do it justice, but that one was straight added to the playlist. And then track number 15 is called Closer to God. I really appreciated the ode to early Kanye. Let me play the track from about the minute 50 mark.
Lee.
Baby, I'm trying to get closer.
What's your addiction? Is it money? Is it girls? Is it trees? I can't admit it. I need God to keep working on me. But what's the difference if you choose to?
I think that was that late registration, yay? With
late registration.
All the girl make me feel so good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Late registration. I think.
It was late registration. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this album. I was listening to it today in preparation for the podcast. I give it an early 9 out of 10, man. I'm telling you, like this.
That good, eh?
It really was that good. I think this is that early year project that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I do have another project on that list though.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Fuck.
Was it Jay? It wasn't. No, it was older.
It's slipping my mind.
If I see a list, I'll know it. If I see it on a list.
But this D Smoke album, I really have high expectations. Not expectations, but I have high hopes for it.
High hopes for it.
In terms of just the longevity that it can carry, the layers that it has, the depth that it has as an album, where D Smoke is going as an artist, and thoroughly enjoyed Black Habits. 9.5. Wow, I'm wilding out. Black Habits, 9 out of 10 is going to be my first listen rating. I was thoroughly impressed. I was thoroughly surprised. I like how many layers were involved in it. And I like the feel of this album. It really has that classic feel to it. Whether it ends up being one or not, whether it's a borderline classic like an Under Pressure, or whether it is a classic like a Good Kid, Mad City, it has that feel to it. That it factor is represented on this album.
That's good,
and I'm really happy with what D Smoke gave us. And, that's something I'm definitely going to play several times. Several times.
I got bumped that now.
I think that's it in terms of albums.
Let's go to singles quickly.
Singles very quickly. The Summer Walker single, did you bump that?
Don't bump Summer Walker at all.
Decent. Okay. Interesting.
No offense to anyone that bumps her. I just
Fair enough. Royce the 5'9" came out with a single. That one's fire.
Is it?
That one features Benny the Butcher. As the words of Rory from the Joe Budden podcast, we may have gotten Benny's best verse.
Damn, things that hard.
We may have gotten Benny's best verse. Let me go ahead and find this one. This one's called Upside Down.
Out of a Comic-Con Kano, loosely, cause truthfully, he ton of perks.
If the music don't age well.
All them times you gave him your best got you complicating your stress. Cash rules, your last move got him contemplating your next. I'm the one behind the wheel when them conversations go left. I need violence, she wireless, I'm okay with a tech. What's the difference from a nigga who lived it? The storytellers, of course we fellin'. Soda brick whiter than Tory spelling.
Brick whiter than Tory spelling. That's a bar. You gotta stop it. That one's fire. Spelling. Did you hear the Meek Mill track?
Did it feature someone?
Did Justin Timberlake?
No.
Damn.
I know.
You know what that one reminds me of? Holy Grail. Yeah.
I was gonna say the one with Jay-Z, right?
You told me remind you niggas. Fuck that shit y'all talking about. I'm that nigga. It was very polished. It was a Justin intro. You know how Justin always starts the intro with his own beat.
Yeah.
Because Justin always gets his own beat.
Yo, man, he earned blocking. He earned that. That's a Justin intro.
It took the hand off my back.
Even when he had that song with T.I., Dead and Gone.
They try to swallow me whole, God be my witness. Deprive me out of my dreams, but I'm relentless. I want the money, ain't never want attention. So I don't pay attention to comments and all the mentions.
That's nuts. Meek. You gotta stop it. Follows a typical polished formula. It works though, like you have to have your one public track that's out there that gets all the streaming numbers and does all those things. And again, we've been saying this for quite a while. We like where Meek is going.
I like where
we
Meek.
like this superstardom that Meek is.
He's
achieving.
found his niche.
And it's really enjoyable, and that was an enjoyable track for sure. The Trippie track.
I did not bump that actually. I didn't see the Young Thug feature. I just saw it Trippie and I was like, no, but I'm not bumping Trippie.
Featuring Young Thug with Pierre Bourne on the beat.
I didn't see all that part. I just saw Trippie Redd and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah. I'm fucking this bitch and she giving me head. She sliding on the motherfucking dick like a sled. I told the little bitch living life on the edge. Yeah. She ride on the dick like some motherfucking pigs. I took on her body, I grip on her legs. Let's play a game of Simon Says. Yeah. I fuck her, she screaming, yeah. I fuck her, she screaming, yeah.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That's not hard. Yo, that shit, I buck up the whole microphone.
That's how it started off?
That's the first 29 seconds of the track.
Yo, I'm bumping that all day.
Nah, that was a track.
No, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Trippie was definitely doing his damn thing on that.
He should take some influence from Young Thug. Like he can manipulate his voice a lot, so can Young Thug. Try and get some little bit of influence. Not saying you have to copy Young Thug, but get some influences from Young Thug. It's not bad.
I'm with you there.
Not bad.
I'm definitely with you there.
See the Tory Lanez track?
The Tory Lanez song, I listened to it. I didn't love it.
He sounds like like someone from New Orleans. Like he sounds like NLE Choppa / like Young Boy. That's what I felt. But I feel like there's someone else he sounds more like. I couldn't figure it out who. But he did sound like he was biting someone's flow heavy.
I gave it one spin.
I bumped like half.
I like the Gayle King direction more than I like this direction.
Oh, that was totally different song. Like that was like drill.
Of course. But I like Tory on that drill grime sound
whatever he was doing here
in terms of trying to explore something new versus whatever he's trying to do here.
Fair enough.
Not to say I hate it. I mean, Tory's a very talented artist, and I'll always say good things about Tory.
But you're allowed to have your preferences.
Exactly. And this wasn't a track that I loved. The Baby, I didn't hear his single.
I didn't even know he dropped a single. Probably like, I beat that man up for taking pics of my daughter, put him myself in the hotel.
Okay, that didn't flow, but it happens.
It did not have. I didn't have Kenny Beats behind me.
To the best of us,
I didn't have Kenny Beats behind me.
Yeah, you did it. But that is going to be it for new music, and in that case, let's tell the viewers what is in our rotation.
Watch out for the. Oh, sorry, too early.
It is usually around that time though, so I kind of get it.
Do you want me to start this rotation?
I'll start because I think you started last week.
Sure.
And I'm trying to, alter it for the listeners.
Oh yeah. I have no problem. I just forgot. So if it's me, if it's you,
I bumped. Let me just go back here.
You wanted
Did I bump that?
No, you did not.
To Feel Loved by Luke James.
Ooh.
I bumped that this week as well. Time Served by Moneybagg Yo. That one's staying a little bit. Lyrics to Go Volume 1 by
Lyrics
Coda the
go
Friend.
hard.
The Circus by Mick Jenkins as well. Yeah.
Circus, yeah, Mick Jenkins.
Yeah.
That was the one you said it's in your early.
Yeah. That one is up to a 9 right now.
Damn, it got better. Eh?
That one is up to a 9. That one is aging very well.
Shout out to aging.
I went back and I bumped Maxo Cream, Brandon Banks. I like that album.
You did like it when it first came out.
Album.
You also said I would like it, but I didn't like it for some reason.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of Maxo.
Shake the Snow Globe by Russ.
Yeah, it's on my list
Very much enjoyed that. I wanted to have this on my history, but I didn't start it yet. The Tekashi thing. I bumped the first episode. The Tekashi Spotify series thing narrated by Angie Martinez.
Oh, yeah, I'm not interested in it.
I like hearing Angie talk.
Yeah, she has a good voice.
So, I mean,
I'm a flavorful voice.
I'm going to go ahead and listen to that.
She has a flavorful voice. She knows how to spice her chicken.
Remember we were supposed to bump that?
Yo, can't lie, I bumped
It was
first
decent,
one.
no?
It was pretty good. I bumped the second one. I was banging with it, and then
we'll make
eventually
that exclusive
I stopped.
happen. We'll make that exclusive review happen.
Well, yeah. We will.
As usual, Jay-Z Artist Shuffle. That's gonna happen every single week. I forgot to talk about the Michael Kiwanuka concert that I went to completely.
I was gonna bring it up in random thoughts because we didn't ask how your week was, and I thought maybe you just want to talk about it next week when we might have more time.
Too action-packed of a show. Love and Hate,
find out.
which was his previous album in 2016. That came out in 2016?
Wow.
I thought that was 2018.
4 years ago? Such a long time.
If you remember music like it's yesterday and you look and you find out it was 4 years ago, half a decade damn near.
Fucking with you.
Damn. And then I bumped his Kiwanuka album, which is his 2019 album.
Last year?
Another album that's really getting a lot of play from me. And this is a 2020 album as well. Oh, shit. Okay. We're going to have real interesting conversation.
2020 is going to be a big year for albums.
We're going to have a real interesting conversation. The J Hus, Big Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yo, that album is phenomenal, and I want to apologize again because that album is great. Like, that album is real good.
Trust me.
It's sitting in that 9 territory for me right now as well. Queen and Slim soundtrack. I love that soundtrack every single time. I went back and I bumped Saunderson by Brent Faiyaz. And I bumped
Brent Fire.
That's it in terms of nothing that wasn't new otherwise.
Gotcha.
So my rotation does kind of end there. But what's in your rotation, sir?
I started off this week with Heavy is the Head by Stormzy.
Okay. Yeah.
So for my album of the year, I'm including December albums. I'm doing because I didn't include most of them in my end of the year just because they were fairly new. Well, I fucking love this album, beginning to end. I know half the songs already. Shake the Snow Globe by Russ.
Good album.
DJ Drama's Quality Street Music from 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And I only went back and ended up bumping this whole album. But I only want to bump one song.
Dat Piff? Like, what are you on?
It's on Spotify.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I know, surprisingly. It was the first time I remember hearing Nipsey. And it's so funny because the track was Never Die, and it's about people dying young.
I think Russ mentioned that, too.
Did he?
Russ said that he was, his interview with...
Brilliant Idiots?
Who did he do an interview with?
I only saw his own Brilliant Idiots.
Was it Brilliant? No. Fuck, I'm forgetting. My bad. Continue on, though.
But either way, it's kind of like reminiscent that he was like, oh, good people always die young, yada, yada,
It's
yada.
The Real.
It's The Real?
He had a conversation with It's The Real and said he was going to do a song with Nipsey, and he's like, it's so crazy because the song was going to be called like Never Die or something like that or something like that, and then it just didn't work out, obviously, based on what happened. But yeah.
So yeah, I went back, I bumped that. I bumped Kiss the Ring by DJ Khaled, 2012.
Wow.
That's his
Why
album.
are you in 2012?
They were there because I like a song. I'll go because of one song and then bring me back to the whole album. Like, I kind of miss this album. Yeah. I went to bump Hip Hop by Nas and Scarface. And they're just pretty much saying like they hate hip hop, but like they like hip hop at the same time. And, you know, one of those Nas type of tracks.
Yep.
Really like introspective of.
You know
he calls her she all the time, but he's talking about hip hop.
You know the math. Got yourself a gun. He's rapped about guns 37,000 times.
Who?
Nas.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
Ransom 2 by Michael Made It. As you can tell, I was on these DJ albums clearly. Because that was Michael Made It. That's Michael Made It, DJ Khaled, and Quality Street Music by DJ Drama.
He endorsed Miley Cyrus.
Hey man, you gotta make your money. T.I. endorsed
Iggy.
Not
Andre Iguodala.
Please excuse me for being antisocial by Roddy Ricch.
Right.
Time served by Moneybagg Yo.
Moneybagg.
The Search by NF. Homeboy, the one we're supposed to talk about. I found an artist, Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
He's from Louisville.
Jack Harlow. Yeah.
I bumped one of his singles, came out last week, and it was fire. He had a sweet flow. Pause.
What's it sound like again?
Let me just play it quickly.
Jack Harlow. I've seen that name.
It was
I think it was smooth. It was like Atlanta sounding, no?
Yeah, it's real smooth. I'll play for you.
Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in the end zone.
Sports in the top 10.
So
that's today's rap. They just say the dumb.
So because of that song,
categories.
Just a bunch of lines. I'm gonna go bump his album. What's it called? Here, Confetti.
Right.
Pretty good, but it wasn't as good as that song.
I thought Jack Harlow was with what's the name again? What's that guy's name? Travis. I thought he was with Travis Scott.
No.
Jack Harlow?
No, he's a white kid from Louisville.
There's no association at all?
No. Not even one. So after that I'm gonna go bump 24 Golden, just one song from him called Valentino.
Okay.
I don't want no Valentine, I want no Valentino.
Damn, that sounds trash.
It's just a hype song.
Fair enough.
Other than that, it's all new stuff. Yikes, Still Be Friends. Oh, I did bump Still Be Friends.
We didn't even talk about that Nicki record.
Broken a Minute. I only bumped it once. I wasn't feeling Nicki.
I kind of liked it. She was rapping.
Did you? But anyway, that's the end of my rotation.
True that. Let's get off that music potpourri in that case, man. Let's get right into these random thoughts to end the show off. Very sports heavy random thoughts segment we got going on. Let's start with the NBA celebrity game. Patty Mahomes said, "Yo, where's my invite?" And they talked about it on SportsCenter, and they said, "Should he play or should the Kansas City? Why not?"
Kansas City said he's not allowed to.
That sucks.
Remember, last year I spoke about this last week too. Last year, that video came out of him playing basketball right after he got eliminated of the playoffs.
Okay.
And supposedly he then wrote on Twitter that Kansas City's Chiefs sent him a notice that he's not allowed to play basketball because he voiced his contract.
That's crazy.
Because they're scared of him getting hurt.
That's crazy. But I get it.
Now you think the Super Bowl MVP is going to play in a contact sport game? Not contact sport, but in a competitive basketball game?
That's craziness. No. So NBA celebrity
nice
game.
For him to be there.
NBA celebrity game. We have. Keep in mind it is in Chicago, so we have Chance the Rapper on. Let's call it Team Stephen A. And Common on Team Michael Wilbon. So going to the
Guy
coaches.
Fieri is the assistant coach for
insane.
Stephen A.
So Stephen A is the coach, Stephen A. Smith, and the assistant coach is Guy Fieri.
Is he from Chicago?
That's a good question, maybe. And coach for Team Common is Michael Wilbon. And the assistant coach is Jesse Williams, because you got to get a light skin on that.
Yeah,
right?
You got to get light skin.
So Chance the Rapper's team consists of Quavo, Taylor Bennett.
That's his brother.
Yes.
Chance's brother.
Ronnie 2K. Darius Miles. Aja Wilson from, I think she's on Chicago.
She's on
Chicago Sky. That would make sense.
She's a red and black team, whatever team they are. I don't know what team. They were red and black.
Okay.
You missed Lil Rel.
I don't know who Lil Rel is.
He's a comedian. He was he's a guy's friend from Get Out. Do you see Get Out? He's the friend that stayed back at home that came in the end with a shotgun. Oh, sorry. Why didn't you tell me no on time?
I don't care.
Why didn't you tell me no on time? I said everyone's seen Get Out. Man.
I don't know who any of the other names are.
Okay, I know Lil Rel and I know Spice Adams. Spice Adams, I think, is the Old Spice guy. I think. I could be wrong.
Okay. Team Common has Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Hannibal Buress.
Yes.
Famous Los.
That was the guy. Remember last week when we saw the picture, I said I didn't know who he was, but he's an Instagram guy. Famous Los.
Interesting. Jadena.
Yes.
Chelsea Gray.
Shouts Chelsea Gray.
Quentin Richardson. And that's all I know on that team.
Yeah, I don't know anyone else.
Someone tweeted. I seen some people tweet. Oh man, I don't know where it is no more, but someone basically tweeted like, "Who are these people?" I don't know who these people are.
Who are they?
Just period. And I feel the same way. I was gonna say, do you want to talk about NBA trade deadline?
Sorry, I just saw a Patrick Mahomes highlight. Man was dunking.
He's squeezing.
No, you should have seen the first one.
He's squeezing.
The first one, he yammed on a man. He yammed on a man.
Do you want to discuss the NBA trade deadline?
Yeah, let's do it quick.
Let's do a very quick one. We'll end the show in 7 minutes or less.
Easy.
Clippers basically swap Marcus Morris for Mo Harkless.
Yes, which I think was good.
I really like this move. I really like what Mo Harkless brought to the championship Clippers. But I really like the idea of what Marcus Morris can bring, especially for the fact that he was hooping his ass off in New York. So I really like that. They also acquired IT, but they will be releasing him or waiving him.
They did already.
I should say. So I'm curious to see which contender possibly picks him up, if a contender picks him up at all.
I don't think a contender will pick him up.
But that'll be interesting. Beyond that,
Warriors.
Let's talk about that one. That is a big trade. D'Angelo Russell for Andrew Wiggins plus some.
Yeah.
Or was it the other way around?
Both sides are plus some.
I mean, barely, right? Like Jacob Evans and Omari Spellman.
The headliners. But we don't talk about the headliners.
But when I say and then some, I mean more so picks.
Oh, right? I thought you meant just other
Andrew
things.
Wiggins, a 2021 first-round pick, which could be
huge.
Fourth.
Yeah.
Fourth pick overall.
Because if they don't change up the way they're playing soon, they could be bad.
I think it's only protected top 3. And then a 2021 second-round pick. That was a big one. I think that actually works well for both teams.
I think that works for both teams.
I think that is a rare trade that works well for both teams. We know deloading is boys with Cat Towns. We know Cat Towns tweeted like, yo, bro, y'all ain't doing nothing. I'm getting unsatisfied.
You know who's going to join that team next? D. Bookham. Though they're 3 good friends.
Yeah.
And that team's done. They're probably going to go for D. Bookham next. Watch. D. Bookham's probably going to start saying, I want out of Suns because they're not doing good.
That team is going to be crazy.
Yep.
Oh, man. And I like what Golden State got with Wiggins.
Yeah, they didn't need
Harrison
another guard.
Barnes 2.0.
Yeah, they need a forward too.
When Steph comes back, when Clay comes back, when Draymond is playing the way he's used to playing, you got Andrew Wiggins as your next wing player. You got Klay Thompson as the primary defender. So that
you got Steph Curry doing Steph Curry shit.
Exactly. And I think that works for both teams. I like what they did. I like what they did there for sure. Beyond that,
Andre Drummond to
Cleveland. Apparently, Andre Drummond will be opting in to his contract, and apparently Cleveland is willing to give him a long-term contract if this short-term experiment works out.
Okay.
I think that's just a recipe for disaster in a lot of ways because what's your barometer for working out? It's Cleveland.
Yeah, I know. I'll say everything can work out. I guess they're going to start running better.
I'm interested in how this impacts Tristan Thompson. Especially
he's coming off the bench. He's going to be coming off the bench.
No, I know that, but especially that he's probably not going to be bought out.
Oh, he's not.
Especially that no Kevin Love deal happened. And especially that this Drummond deal was a surprise to Drummond in a lot of ways.
I feel like Cleveland did this deal for Kevin Love. Because now Kevin Love can space the flag. They can run a better set play. And Drummond's a better player than Tristan Thompson.
I guess so.
And it's better for Sexton. He could do better pick and rolls with Sexton and Garland.
Bleaching?
I don't know.
Or does he have a skin issue?
I don't know, but
I don't want to assume.
But his face is getting lighter.
But his face is getting significantly lighter.
It is. That's just glaring on the camera.
Like it looks bad.
Yeah.
And if it is a skin issue, my apologies.
All right, apologies.
Otherwise, he's bleaching.
Yeah. Justice Winslow, Justice Winslow, Deion Waiters, and James Johnson to the Heat for Andre Iguodala, Jay Crowder, and Solomon Hill.
Pat Riley's not joking around.
Pat Riley's serious.
Justice Winslow, of course, we know has multiple injury issues.
He barely plays.
When he was initially announced going to the Grizzlies, I remember I was talking to my bro about this. We're like, yo, Jay Crowder's the perfect player to learn from if you're Justice Winslow.
And then
he's part of the deal, and he's shipped right out. D. Waiters, interesting. Hopefully he can rejuvenate his career as well.
Shout out to Duke. There's 3 champions from the 2015 championship Duke members on that Grizzlies team now. Tyus Young, who was their point guard, Grayson Allen, who came off the bench as a shooting guard, and Justice Winslow, who was their starting power forward.
I was going to say, that sounds like 3 bum-ass scrubs in the NBA, but then you said Justice Winslow, so...
They are bum-ass scrubs. Not even going to lie, but they're champions. NCAA champions.
Sixers got rid of James Ennis, which I actually think is a bigger loss than it sounds like. Grizzlies got Gorgie Jang, and the Timberwolves got James Johnson. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Smaller deals around the board, right? Shabazz Napier for Jordan McRae. Sky Labassiere for some pick. I don't know. Bruno Caboclo for Jordan Bell. That's actually intriguing. I want to see Jordan Bell get some minutes.
I want to see Bruno Caboclo get some minutes.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying that too.
But yeah,
I'm done with
that's really
a sports podcast.
Yeah, this is not a sports podcast, so let's move on to
our Raptors didn't do anything. So
random thoughts as we continue to talk about NBA. Again, we talked about the Raptors franchise setting 13-game win streak. So I will sort of end off random thoughts unless we look up super random thoughts at that point. A date has been set for Kobe Bryant's public memorial. It's been set as February 24th. I don't know if that was coincidental or if that was intentional. For the 24 from Kobe, the 2 in February from Gigi. Don't know if that part of it was intentional. Or if it just worked out.
It worked out, but they also did it worked out like. We didn't want him to pass away. Don't get me wrong, but it also worked out the 24th.
Right.
So they actually, because I read somewhere that they actually did say, you know what, 24 for Kobe, 2 for Gigi, and it just worked out perfectly.
Okay. That's going to be at the Staples Center, and
they were going to move it. Actually, they wanted to do it at the Coliseum because it's bigger. The LA Coliseum, it holds 60,000. Staples holds 20, but I don't know why.
I'm a fan of Staples. Instead, it's the house that Kobe played in.
Yeah, I think that's why they probably left it there, but they just because of people. It's like the Raptors parade.
Fair enough. Super random. Let me check Twitter. What's going on Twitter, man?
Tweet. Who are you tweeting? I saw something. Zion will not play Saturday. Well, by the time this comes out, it won't matter.
That's all I got, man. Oh. A U.S. citizen has died from the coronavirus.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
That's all I have.
LeBron James with his beautiful Kobe-esque dunk.
Damn.
That's probably photo of the year. I don't know if you saw that photo.
I saw that where he went the reverse window and then I saw the photo.
But that's all I got, man.
Shout out to LeBron. LeBron does not look like a 36-year-old.
He spends $1 million on his body.
When you make
we don't
40,
all have that.
When you make 40 off just your contract, you can do that.
Cue the music, please, because it is that time. With that being said, that will bring us to the end, the unfortunate end of another episode of the True North Views podcast. We appreciate you guys listening as per usual.
Yes, sir.
Episode 92, it was an action-packed episode. We said 7 minutes or less we'd be out of here, but it's been about 9, but who's counting? Please, as usual, continue that conversation by telling a friend to tell 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 a friend to tell
another friend.
This guy told 4 people.
I lost count, by the way.
You already know what it is. That is 6 degrees of.
But what about scarves? I think I'm done. But what about scarves?
Now, as usual, I go by the name of Harris.
And you already know me, but you can't hear me. You already know me. I'm the skirt master, Mr. Triple Double No Assist, stealing 70 mil from the TTC. I'm an NBA champion, 13 games in a row. You already know what I'm saying. Call me Just Shola.
You better stop, OG. You better stop, OG. You better stop, OG. You better stop, OG. Stop, OG.
And please, just that one rule. Tell that number one rule, please.
What about the scarves?
Yeah, that. But the other rule.
Watch out for the wastemans in scarves.
Watch out for the motherfucking wastemans. It's the True North Views podcast, episode 92. I was about to say 72. What the fuck?
Because you're thinking about your scarves.
Episode 92. Peace.